In the previous video, we showed a setup for the Keylock, the Americana, under the head. And I showed some grips that I was using. Somebody mentioned that it's illegal in the IBJJF. Thanks for bringing that up. It is. There are other ways you can attach to that wrist and hand on the opposite side. And we have a no-gi video version of that we're going to show in another video. Today, what we're going to do is show you a different way this move can manifest off a counter for the Ezekiel Choke. Let's get started. Right here, I'm going for Ezekiel Choke, and Chris starts to defend, pulls my elbow down, and because my weight's on this side, he feels this knee light over here. So he pushes, and instead of letting him get half guard, I come around to side control. Now, from position 2, he starts to pull this arm in to build this frame. So right here, I attach to his wrist with my hand. And now, from here, I'm going to do a hip break across the body and then slide through. Once I'm in this position, I can finish the lock without compromising my arm. So what we talked about before is if I bring this out, now he connects on the back of my arm, he pushes, and I'm out and I lose the submission. So if I'm already here, and I have this, I can just go for the lock here. If he's got very flexible shoulders, I can go up and then apply the wrist compression instead. So again, we start in the Ezekiel Choke here, grip, apply. He starts to pull my arm down, my weight's over, I flip to position 2, start to cut in. He frames, grab the wrist, hip break, cut across, finish. I'll let you Okay, so if you get here, remember they're trying to frame your hip to be able to push out. So he's trying to tuck this elbow in, and that's why this wrist will get closer to his head. So if I'm controlling here, he brings his arm in, and then he starts to press against my hip to shrimp away and get position and frame. So I throw this in here. So I can't get my arm in right now in this position to finish the arm lock, the shoulder lock. So I start to come out, pressure back, and then I hip break. And if he stops me, his arm is up. So if he catches right here, come right back down, and then finish right from the headlock position. He's framed my hip, right? I can't get my hand under. So I go for the hip break, because that gets me the other side. He shuts that down, but look at his arms up off the ground. So now I can come back in. If you like that video, I'll leave a link to the previous one we shot, and you can check that one out as well. Don't forget to hit subscribe and get hooked.
And one more time. Come on, it's not that bad.
It's just the guy with the camera.